Hello, my friends. We're back once again for some more OLT Cycle 2 laddering. Excuse me, laddering. Anyway, so we're going to be using this MANAPHY balance team again. We're starting at about 1500 now, so we're going to try to make our way up, try to get up into high ladder. And we'll see how many games we're able to play. But I wanted to drop a thought of the day on you again, right? About what it takes to become a good player. And by no means am I trying to imply that, I'm some great player who's at the top of the game and I've already made it and this is all doesn't apply to me currently. No, this is something I'm putting myself through right now, or trying to. So I'm actively seeking guidance and everything. I just know that this is the reality of it, right? So here's the thought, right? Becoming a great player is a very humbling experience. We all have our various starting skill levels, and most of us are content with it to some degree. And it's not too hard to steal a win from a great player here and there, right? And claim that because of it we're better. But to actually put ourselves on their level, we have to shift our focus. And I got some bad news, right? If you're in this improvement process for the sake of your ego, that's got to get crushed at some point. Because in order to actually grow, we have to see the faults which are holding us back. And that requires lots of loss, defeat, lots of it, right? My friends, on the way to the top, you're going to get your ass kicked repeatedly, and it's going to test how serious you are about actually improving yourself in whatever discipline it is, right? Pokemon is no different. Now, the difference between someone who makes it and someone who doesn't is how they view the loss. Loss is an important opportunity to grow. And it's why Jam keeps beating a phrase into people's heads that losing is good, right? It's also why these people with terrible fixed mindsets don't make it most often, right? They either fizzle out way too early or they end up fixing their mindset. Really, only those who can bypass their impulse to be controlled by their egos get there. And so there's the thought of the day. I'll go ahead and go through the team once more. I used it in a few videos back, but I wanted to just give a little overview here. So this is my MANAPHY balance team. I wanted MANAPHY, the bulky setup MANAPHY, to be on like a balance type build because I know it works well on HO, right, on hyper offense, because like I stated in the last video, Pink Across had a really great MANAPHY webs team that was close to this set here, but I made some tweaks to the set, make it a little bit more, optimal in terms of leftovers recovery and speed tiering, and then dump the rest of the defenses to help with stuff like Walking Wake and King Gambit. So yeah, I've got the MANAPHY here, which ties well into what this 3-mon defensive scheme here is missing, which is a water resist. So this takes advantage of that and sets up on stuff like Walking Wake, or continues to set up rather. Got the Great Tusk for additional King Gambit support alongside the Skarmory, which was going to be primarily concerned with Roaring Moons and stuff like that. And then I got the Speed Control Iron Valiant with the Moonblast, Close Combat, Psy Shock, and Knockoff, being able to scalp value off of some pretty key things that, like again, an unboosted Roaring Moon, and provide some more offensive support against King Gambit, which is double resist to the Sucker Punch and stuff like that. So a lot of people like to build balance by just copying and pasting 2 cores and put them together, right? Like an offensive core and a defensive core. I don't like that approach personally. I like to build my balance team to where it actually interweaves, the roles interweave with each other, right? So that's why you're going to see the 3-mon quote-unquote offensive scheme having elements of bulk, right, between Great Tusk and MANAPHY. They're both bulky setup, so they have their own defensive impact along with the defensive core. And obviously Tinglu and Skarmory form a hazard stack with the Terra Ghost. Really well against Stall with the knockoff from Iron Valiant. So yeah, there's a brief overview of the team. Let's go ahead and grab some games. Okay, Caveman 117. Let's play some Pokemon together. Alright. Enamorous, Great Tusk, Iron Crown, Lokix, Alomomola, and Pecharunt. Manaphy, Tinglu, Skarmory, Slowking, Great Tusk, Iron Valiant. Alright, so the Enamorous, checked by Slowking, potentially Tinglu, outsped by Iron Valiant because it's a Choice Scarf. Manaphy can set up on it if it gets going early enough, or ahead of time rather. Great Tusk, checked by Skarmory, Iron Valiant offensively. Manaphy can wipe it out as well. The Iron Crown might be able to catch it with a knockoff. Slowking and Tinglu. Slowking can pivot on it. Tinglu can sit on it pretty well. And then Earthquake it. Manaphy is pretty good defensively against it, so again, if I'm able to get enough boosts up, it can sit on that. The Lokix, checked by Skarmory and Great Tusk. Yeah, it's pretty cut and dry there. Again, Manaphy. Alomomola is setup fodder for Manaphy, so that's probably who I'm gonna be able to set up on with Manaphy. I mean, it might be red card. Some of them are running red card these days, but we'll see. We'll try to pop it early because it's only a one-off. So, Iron Valiant can wear it down as well. Pretty weak to Hazard Stack, except for Great Tusk spinning it. That's only if it gets the opportunity. The Pecharunt can be killed by Tinglu, Great Tusk. Right, it's Ghost type, so susceptible to knockoff. Terra Poison Manaphy is pretty good, so I think the game plan is to set up on the Alomomola somehow, and the way we get that in is we lead with, well, we don't lead with it, but we bring something in that, okay, so what's he mostly on these teams, I see him lead with Lokix, so Great Tusk is pretty good neutral here, except for the Enamorous, so I think that's the lead. Alright, that's fine. I get a pivot out of that. Yeah, and my logic there, and not minding that the Enamorous would come out and threaten me out, is because I return control of myself immediately with Chili here. Right, okay, so lost a bunch of value that I swore he would go out. Maybe I'm operating on a faulty assumption. Let's check our math here. So that is probably Choice Scarf. Yeah, it's Choice Scarf. Okay, I think the opportunity here is to set some hazards up. There's the Lokix, gives me a free into Skarmory. Hello, Edgar. Okay. He 100% spins here. So I'm hoping that he thinks he outspeeds. So I can just bop this. There it goes. Now that was a little bit of a risky play on here, but I was very sure that he rapid spun there. So, all right, get the Slowking in. That way I can gain some more from Regenerator. Bring out the Skarm. Play this safe until we have an opportunity. There's the Leech Life. Now, since his hazard control is gone, we set up a bunch of hazards. Okay. Braveheart. Hey, that's a cool name for it. Now, Manaphy does have impact defensively versus this, but ooh, interesting. But I don't want to just bring it hard in. What is that? That's Specs, isn't it? That is Specs. Choice Specs. Yeah, so in that case, just like that. Now he has no choice but to switch out. He would be going nowhere if he didn't. There's the Mola. Now, I believe it is time. Best play here, I believe, is the Take Heart. Yeah, that's good. He should have flipped turn there. Interesting. Possibly game, but we will see. I don't think those can run trick or anything like that, can they? Don't think so. Or switcheroo or anything like that. I don't think it gets that. Trick, or no switcheroo, and no trick either. Alright. Let's see. Let's get another one up just for good measure. Mirror Coat. So let's make sure that this is the... that it kills the Spadef set too. You know what? I'm gonna go to max because this thing might be... Yeah, it might be Assault Vest. I'm gonna go all the way up. Not taking any chances. Boom, baby. Get it. Get it. So he Terra'd, meaning I can stored power. 380 base power. Whoa. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm a Scald. Yeah. GG, my friend. Alright. I'll start from $14.99. Okay. Whatever. Alright, so we continue to march on. I'll save that just in case there's any critique to be made there. The opening of the game was pretty shaky, but MANAPHY had it on lock because he let that happen. Okay, here's another game. Let's see, who's up there right now? Who's all the way at the top? Bit washed. Storm Zone. Oh, that's his Cycle 1 alt. Yeah, because he already made it. So, who's Cycle 2? Crying. I think that's Crying. Laro. Oh, Spooky Z. Let's see, who else? Real. Oh, Polt. Yeah. I know a few of these folks. Anyway, back to the game. Okay, Skyo test. Let's play some Pokemon. Samurott H, Rillaboom, Great Tusk, the Deoxys, the Enamorus, and the Iron Moth. The MANAPHY, the Tingaloo, Skarmory, Slowking, Great Tusk, and Iron Valiant. Okay, so the Samurott can be answered by the Skarmory and does a pretty good job of blocking the Manaphy. At least before it gets too many boosts up, because it's double resist. So if Manaphy's going to be a thing, then we'll try to get rid of that first. The Rillaboom, Skarmory, the Great Tusk, Skarmory again. Potentially a Terra Fire Tusk is good here. Yeah. So the Deoxys will be the Tinglu or the Slowking, depending on if it has knock. I believe, yeah, Iron Valiant outspeeds with the Scarf. So the Tinglu will probably be dedicated to the Deoxys because of the Enamorous, Slowking. These two usually tag team those kinds of threats. Gonna have to make sure that Tinglu doesn't get too overpowered because of the Iron Moth. So I want to leverage the Valiant as much as possible. I think leading with Valiant is probably a good play here, just because it's got a decently good offensive matchup against everything. Unless that's like Sash Samurott or something. We'll see. If he leads Samurott, then okay, he leads that. Yeah, and I was not gonna lead the Skarmory against the Iron Moth and the Deoxys, or the Enamorous. That's three major things that would just clear Skarmory off the board. So yeah, he brings in the Moth. There we go. We bring in the Lou. The grassy terrain helps with its recovery quite a bit. Alright, I want one spike. There we go. Definitely not Great Tusk. That's not what I was meaning to click. I'm glad I didn't. Alright, there's the Samurott. It's leftover Samurott. Okay, so that's boding okay for us. There's no reason for him not to ceaseless here, though you never know in this kind of situation, right? Okay, so let's see. What do I do? I believe I bulk up and just try to threaten as much as possible. Right, there's the Razor Shell, and then I rush. If he lets me do this, it'll greatly open up the Manaphy. Especially with the Terra Poison. Okay, he doesn't let me do it. Alright. Okay. We chilly? Oh, he subs. Okay. Okay. This is looking more and more like a Terra Steel Iron Valiant situation. He's gonna see him here. Or do that. Okay, what are you gonna do, buddy? He's gonna ice beam me. Okay. Skarm. And we roost. Ooh, okay. Opportunity. That's unfortunate. Okay, let's see. There's that. Now, Valiant's gonna punch holes. Clearly no longer a Tusk in-game. Alright, I want him to be comfortable with that. Still got some terrain to recover with. Alright. Always go king. Yes. See if he subs on the king like a fool. So you know what? Sludge Bomb is the best play. Okay. Speed Tusk. That's not going to get you far, buddy. There we go. Alright, now. We ting again. Let him do stuff, right? Figured you might try to pull something like that. So the Great Tusk is gone. Not like I don't have switch-ins. I'm gonna do something. Yeah, there we go. Now. Oh, that was the wrong play, my friend. You know, I almost clicked Psyshock too, but I figured that was not a good point to do so. Man, he didn't have any information either with which to assume that. Interesting. See, now Psyshock is free. Absolutely free. There's ground. And you're about to get smoked by Valiant. Yeah. This is the last thing that I need this for, so this is okay. Now there's no need for Psyshock, actually. Since he's no longer the fire poison. Still got checks intact. We're all good. It'd be crazy if it killed here. Oh my gosh! The crit. Did that matter? Did that matter? Oh, it might not have mattered, actually. 57 to 68, it did 61. Okay, well, that's alright. He's getting frustrated. It would not hurt me if I stayed in here. Yeah, okay, we're alright. Man, I would love to get MANAPHY going. That would be pretty awesome. Ouch. Okay, Valiant every time. And I believe I do Pandemonium on this player with Iron Valiant. There goes Tusk. Okay. Terra Steel here. Oh, didn't even matter. No recovery for you. And that's game. There we go. Okay. Now, let's find one more. TD Papa 2410. Let's play some Pokemon. Alright, Corviknight, Ogerpon, Wellspring, Tyranitar, the Iron Valiant, Landorus, and the Raging Bolt. Manaphy, Tinglu, Skarmory, Slowking, Great Tusk, Iron Valiant. Okay. So, Corviknight, overwhelmed by the Manaphy. Nothing else really hard checking it. A knockoff will be useful. Could possibly pick it off if it's weak enough with a close combat. Otherwise it's pretty stout. But the Manaphy definitely overpowers that. The Ogerpon, however... Oh, this is a good... Wow, this is a well-built team. Yeah, those first two. Okay, so... Yeah, Corviknight, Ogerpon with the Encore variant whoops Manaphy. Yeah, okay, so I see their team building process already here, which interesting because they have some interesting mons like a Tyranitar. The Ogerpon can be revenged by the close combat Valiant. I mean, potentially Moonblast too if it's not Terrid with the special offense boost. Alright, so the Tyranitar, obviously Great Tusk, Skarmory, Manaphy can get going. Tinglu is pretty good if it's not like Fight Move or something like that. Iron Valiant obviously creams it. Not accounting for Terras, right? So Iron Valiant will be the Slowking / possible Terra Fire Great Tusk, provided that I can get these two weakened or out of the way enough. Well, then the Thunderclap, dang. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. This person knew what they were doing when she built this team, or whoever they are. Let's do... Okay, so Raging Bolt, Landorus, Skarmory, Raging Bolt, Tinglu. Right, so that'll be the security. I'm not sure. Oh, he disconnected. I think the best bet here... Okay. Safest thing. Go Skarm. Definitely Lou. Big Lou. Alright, so that's Calm Mind. What are we gonna... Whirlwind, okay. I should have just clicked Earthquake. There's only one real big problem for Manaphy, and that's the prospect that Ogerpon is Encore. Do Scarf these run any kind of Earth Choice? Well, let me see if it even gets Switcheroo or Trick. It does get Trick, okay. So if it comes out and does not pop its booster energy, that could be another problem for Manaphy. I think I rocks. Not a great risk for you to be taking, my friend. You built a really cohesive team there, but you're not playing it well. Okay, so there's... This might be my in for Manaphy. Now, I don't want to blow my Terra just to test out the Ogerpon. Yeah, that's exactly what they do. Uh, okay. So he did not click Encore. Alright. Should be in good shape. What the? Oh, no, man. Oh. Oh, that's horrible. Oof. Man, I knew this thing was going to be a problem, but I was not banking on a crit, brother. Alright, how do I chip this down? What do I do about this? 62.1 is the most I'm doing to this thing. Man, I think that's just game, honestly. Like, there's no way I hit it twice. Ouch. That hurt. I mean, Skarmory. No, it doesn't even live one. Damn. I bank on a crit. I need a crit myself. Where's the crit button here? There it is. Ooh, there's a possibility if it's a crit. Yeah, no, it's over. Alright, GG. Rough. Okay. Well, we find another game. Okay. Pretty hard offense here. The Hawlucha, the Golden Go, the Rillaboom, the Roaring Moon, Glimmora, Comfey. Manaphy, Tinglu, Skarmory, Slowking, Great Tusk, Iron Valiant. Alright. Palmin, let's play some Pokemon. The Hawlucha, most likely checked by nothing. Iron Defense, Skarmory if I can get it in on time. The Golden Go, checked by Tinglu / Manaphy. Can knock it off with the Scarf Valiant. Potentially KO if it's chipped. The Rillaboom, Skarmory. Oh my gosh, there's going to be a lot of pressure on Skarmory. So I need to preserve Tinglu to assist with that. This is going to be a hard one. The Roaring Moon, Skarmory. Potential Terrifier, Great Tusk, maybe. That could be pretty key here. Glimmora. Great Tusk again offensively. And then Tinglu can come in on it. Comfey, Slowking. The priority is going to be really hard for me to do with Iron Valiant, so that, again, Fire Great Tusk might be pretty good. That's going to be a Grassy Seed variant, I'm guessing. Terra Steel is another, Valiant is another possibility here. So how do I lead? How do I prevent this? I believe I lead Manaphy, actually. Man, and I'm wrong again. Okay, there's something to that. I keep losing turn 1. So what about my preview process is causing that? Because my reason for leading Manaphy was to stop the Glimmora without having to, you know, waste away my Great Tusk. Because I realized I could just spin and break its sash and then Headlong Rush, but then that gives it an opportunity to click a special move, especially if it's like Earth Ball or Earth Power could do it, but I mean Energy Ball. and then just kill my Great Tusk, which is going to be important towards the end game due to its Terra Fire. So the other alternative to that outspeeds is the MANAPHY. So that's why I did that. Nothing else was really a good choice. But yeah, he brings in the Glamora. Potentially acid armor up here. Okay. Actually, you know what? You know what? This might be the answer right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. That would be great. Oh no, it's Encore. Okay. All is not lost. Close combat doesn't quite kill. So I believe I chipped it as much as possible because I'm not going to get the opportunity to roost exactly. That would have been a wasted turn. No. See, my problem now is that I already blew my Terra, which was probably unwise. I got too excited there. Acrobatics won't kill, so I think the name of the game here is stay alive. That's the only chance I have. I scald it. Oof, there's a very small chance that it kills. Just hope it doesn't. Very small chance that acrobatics kills me here. 18.8% chance. Well, that could be my win con right there. My opponent disconnecting. There we go. Okay. Oof. Bye, Hawlucha. This is paramount to just go ahead and break that. Well, that was the scariest thing, is the Hawlucha, and I got out of that without it taking too many of my Pokemon, so yeah. Skarmory and Manaphy had the team up on that. Now the big issue is going to be that Roaring Moon. Well, actually, and the Great Tusk too. I believe I Spinner here since that kills. Yeah, exactly. He goes to Goldango, and he's not Balloon. So I could have just Headlong Rush there. I don't know why he made that play. Okay, so it's possible he's Scarf. Dang it. Okay, that's rough. He probably would Hammers. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, he U-turns. Ah, Grassy Seed. Man, I should have kept my Tusk intact. Well, but then there was no other way to beat the Hawlucha. So, if I didn't Terra the Manaphy. Let's see. There was probably some positioning work I could have done there better, so to prevent that from happening in the first place. But man, doesn't seem like there's much. Can Tusk still kill? Potentially. Potentially, yes. Potential KO here. Oof. Ouch. So it's bulkier than that. Oh! We're okay. We're alright. Please do not be flying, Terra. That would suck so bad. Okay. Ouch. Well, the poison helps a little bit. Okay. Thank you for whirling my wind. This is a tough one. My friends, this is a pretty tough one here. T-Wave. Alright. Chili. Okay. Ooh, fortunate there. Oh my gosh! A forfeit. Oh. He got impatient. Okay, well on that note, I have some other things to do today, so thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. I'll play some more games and then hopefully start even higher up next time.